Alright. We're playing Streets of Rage 1, man. This city was once a happy, peaceful place, until one day, a powerful secret criminal organization took over. This vicious syndicate soon had control of the government and even the police force. The city has become a center of violence and crime where no one is safe. Amid this turmoil, a group of determined young police officers has sworn to clean up the city. Among them are Adam Hunter, Axel Stone, and Blaze Fielding. They are willing to risk anything, even their lives, on the streets of rage. There's Adam the Hunter. Adam Hunter, age 23 years of age. Blaze Fielding, age 21, and Axel Stone, also age 21. They're all ex-cops, man. The ex-police force. They're all choosable characters. See, this is Streets of Rage 1, as you can see on the screen there. Streets of Rage, as it's called. Okay, man, so just tell you a little bit about this game first. Before I get straight to the action, I just want to let you know that I'm playing this on the Xbox One, and it is the classic, whatever, the vintage collection, something like that. So it's Streets of Rage 2, and Streets of Rage 3, man. So this is not the usual FIFA videos that I've been making. We're gonna do a run through of Streets of Rage, man. There's Streets of Rage 2 and 3. I, as a kid, was very familiar playing both Streets of Rage 2 and 3 with mates and by myself and at friends' houses. You know, we would do the two-player, try finish the game on two-player, and yeah, man, we had loads of fun playing Streets of Rage, other side-scrolling. There's a name for these type of games, man, like Punch Up or something, Punch Out. I forget what they're called, man. There's like a name for these type of games, like Ninja Turtles. What else? Golden Axe. X-Men. There was the X-Men one. There was the X-Men side-scrolling game. I forget what it was called. Something. You can be two players, and you just side-scroll and you take out the opponents, basically. Like two-player action was the best as a kid. It was really cool to have, that experience as a kid growing up. These games were the most advanced of our time. So, like, back then, the graphics were amazing. The soundtracks, the music, like, you get to hear some of the music here, like, from some of the levels. So, yeah, like, back then, like, it was amazing, it was, like, all brand new, and there was nothing better, Like Biggie Smalls said, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. It was hard to cut, they were expensive, and it was the next gen consoles of the time, So basically, I had lots and lots of fun playing these games, and also I was a big fan of all these side-scrolling. I still can't remember the name that these games, the side scrollers, whatever, beat 'em ups. That's what they were called, beat 'em ups. These side scrolling beat 'em ups, like Ninja Turtles, X-Men, and Streets of Rage. I was also a big fan of these fighting games like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, King of Fighters, etc. Let's get straight into this, man. Level, there's easy, normal, hard, and hardest. Hardest is ridiculous. I'm not even gonna try that. Hard, I think I haven't tried that. Normal is something I've tried, and like the computer just, it was too hard. I couldn't finish it on normal. I think on normal is something that I would like to try, maybe with a bit of more practice, or maybe with a second player. Like having two-player. Maybe normal for sure can be dealt with. It's achievable. So we're gonna be playing on easy, man. It's still gonna be pretty hard. I'm still gonna, if I finish this game, I'm probably gonna finish it, you know, with the on my last continue, my last life probably. I'm gonna try, you know, do the best I can, but yeah, man. And then you got the controls. You got controls A. You know, this is ABC, like how it was on the Genesis, you know, or the Sega Mega Drive. A, which would be the X on the Xbox controller, is the special attack. B, which is the A button on the Xbox controller, is attack. And C is jump. C, which is the B button on the Xbox controller. So we're going one player. Let's get this game started, man. We're at the character selection screen here. And you got 3 characters to choose from. You got Adam Hunter, Axel Stone, and Blaze, whatever her surname was, can't remember. So yeah, you got, they all have like different like abilities or advantages and disadvantages. As you can see there, power, jump, and speed. See, so Adam he's very strong. He has very good jumping, like for fly kicks and that type of stuff. But he's kind of slow. Axel is very good, you know, he's very powerful, he's got strong hits. His jumping is not that good, but he's fast. And Blaze, she's fast and she's got good jumping, but she's not that strong. Axel, probably my favorite of the 3 to be, but I'm gonna go with Adam for this playthrough, man, because I think Adam is not in Streets of Rage 2 or 3. I'm not sure. I haven't played those games in ages, man, like years. So like, I think this is the only game Adam appears in. So what the heck? Let's go with Adam, man. I just don't like that he's so slow, but he's got an awesome fly kick, man. As I'm about to show you guys, look at this fly kick. Waya, hooyah, hooyah, yeah, hooyah. Hooyah! Look at that fly kick, man. Look at that fly kick. Adam, this is Streets of Rage, man. These games were the shit back in my day. One of the best Sega Genesis games. Even like, especially Streets of Rage 2, man. Like, I really loved that game. And, you know, they had awesome graphics for the time. 1991, man. Like, wow. This is the year 2020 now. So this is basically like nearly 20 years old, man. 20 years ago this game came out, you know, 19 years ago, whatever. It's basically the end of 2020. It's what we're in. I think today's the 1st or something of October. It's the 1st or 31st of September. 1st of October, 31st of September, I'm not sure. But yeah, and you know, like, we're almost at the end of the year, man. Coronavirus, everything, you know, we've had a pretty shit year, man. So it's a good time to go back to the past and get on that time machine and, you know, revisit some of those old nostalgic feelings and play some of these old games, man. Gotta love these old games, man. They weren't too long, but they were hard. They were hard as a motherfucker to play, man. There was no YouTube tutorials, nothing like that, man. You had to call the hotline, man. You had to call the hotline back in the day. Either that or I think it was the magazines. You could buy some I never bought the magazines, man. Wasn't into that shit. If I was gonna spend my money on anything, it was gonna be on games or something like that, you know, or action figures. I was gonna be spending my money on no magazines. So, and if I did buy any type of magazine, it was comics, man. I was into comics, you know, all that Marvel shit, Spider-Man and Batman and all that. And yeah, man, we didn't have much money, man. 91, my family had just arrived in Australia a year ago. We arrived in 1990 in Australia. I was like 3.5 years old or something, 4 years old. And yeah, man, it was a whole new experience for my family. So we didn't have much money to go and just spend on whatever amounts of games was available, you know. So I remember can't remember what year it was exactly, but one of those very first Christmases that I can remember for Christmas, you know, like my first console I ever owned was the Nintendo, man, the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System. And I was so happy because I had previously seen, you know, my cousin, you know, he had one of those systems. I didn't know what system it was at the time. I'm not sure if it was the Atari or the Commodore, one of those, you know. My cousin had one of those gaming consoles, and the first time I ever saw it, I was blown away, man. I was blown away. And he had, I remember, man, like, I remember the games he had. I saw him play Pac-Man. Pac-Man was the first game I ever saw, man. And the other one was, I think it was Mike Tyson's Punch-Out or something like that. It was one of these boxing games, you know. It was, and I remember, like, they would give me a controller and they would be playing, and the whole time I thought that I was playing, man. They gave me the dud controller, you know, and just so they could please me, I guess, because I wanted to play. And they, you know, all my cousins and my brothers and sisters were there, and like my brother and sister, I should say. Oh shit, there's a fucking, are you fucking kidding me? I forgot, man. I didn't even realize about that shit. There's a time limit on this fucking game. See, man, these games ain't easy, man. Like, if you don't concentrate, you're gonna get blown away just like that. Like, boom, time limit. Yes, dealt. So yeah, man, I was just having that trip down memory lane, as I was saying, man. That would let me fucking hold the second controller, not knowing that controller wasn't activated, and I thought I was whooping ass, man, on Mike Tyson's Punch-Out or whatever it was. I think that's what it was called, you know. And it was my cousin that was playing it the whole time. So yeah, man, like from then on, I always wanted to get my hands on one of those gaming consoles, and eventually my dad, you know, was able to save up the money to buy me my first console, which was the Nintendo Entertainment System. And by then already, like, I was familiar with Super Mario Brothers, and wow, like, I loved that Mario Brothers game, man. Like, I had seen my cousin play it also, and he was really good at it. He finished it, he showed me how to play it, and I was like, oh man, I couldn't wait to finally own it one day. So here I am, Christmas, opening up the Nintendo Entertainment System, and it came with a game, man. It came with Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario, man. All I ever wanted was Super Mario Brothers, and I had to fucking contend with Dr. Mario. But I'll tell you guys something, man. I still have very fond memories of Dr. Mario these days. You know, back then I hated it because it was like a cheap rip-off of like a Mario Brothers game that I officially wanted to have, like the official one, you know. But I had to fucking contend with that other shit, you know, the Dr. Mario, you know. But I still have very fond memories of it now, and I love the music, and just everything about it just gives me like good memories, you know. Well, there we have it, man. Round 1 clear. Round 1 is finished, and basically, you know, we're gonna start round 2 now, man. Look at this, listen to the soundtrack, man. The soundtrack is the best, and I love those old school 90s sounds too. The sound effects, the you know, when you punch them, like, come here, man. Let me show these people. Let me show them. Yeah, the punching sound effects, bro. I just loved all these gritty sounds that the Mega Drive had, man. Like it was more gritty and rough, you know, than the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo or whatnot. It just seemed like it was more hardcore, you know, than the Nintendo, the Mega Drive, man. And basically, the Mega Drive was my second console I ever owned. And the reason I got the Mega Drive was because of Sonic, man. I wanted to have Sonic. I was a little bit over Mario Brothers. I wanted Sonic the Hedgehog was the new thing, man, and I wanted to play Sonic, man. Same thing with the Mega Drive, man. When I had the Mega Drive, didn't have that much money to buy games at first, so I just had to contend with renting games. Until one day my cousin, man, like, I had to wait, you know, basically for a birthday or a Christmas to receive a game as a present, man. Like, that was the only times I ever got video games, was when it was either my birthday or Christmas, you know, and I would get a video game. And sometimes it wasn't even the video game that I wanted, man. So that was pretty messed up. But look at this guy. He's just running from me. My time is running out. Like, he's hiding now. Like he's off screen. Just get back here. Yeah. See, like you see the enemies. They drop weapons, man. Like they drop knives, poles, and pipes and shit. And the knife is a pretty cool weapon to have, man. Like you can stab them. You can even throw it at them. There's bottles you can pick up. You can smash these bottles on their faces. See right there. Boom! I threw it at him. Dead. One hit. And yeah, man, you know, you can pick up health like that, the apple, chicken that regenerates your whole health bar, and bottles. And yeah, man, so like eventually when I got the Mega Drive, I started coming across games like this, man. Streets of Rage. Oh, you hear that? Crack the bottle right on her face. Now the broken bottle, man. Boom, just stab her with it. Oh yeah, she felt that one, man. And look, man, you got like, what is this? Like a continue. You can pick up continues. Oh, I think this is a life actually. It's a life. So let's see. Yeah, that's a life. Not a continue. The thing with weapons, man, like they're a bit slower to connect than the punch. So like you can easily get hit. Sometimes having a weapon can be a disadvantage, man, because sometimes these guys come at you like they're on steroids or some shit. Like they come at you like really quickly, man, and they'll get that first hit in. You'll drop the weapon when you get hit, and as soon as you drop the weapon, if you go to try hit them and you're standing on top of the weapon, you instead of hitting them, you will actually like go to reach down to pick up the weapon again, and that gives the enemy a free shot, you know. So that's the disadvantages about holding weapons. That's why the knife is pretty cool, man. You can just get rid of it quickly, just throw it at them, you know. The pipe is pretty good because it's got long range, like you can hit them from long distance. And it deals, you know, a lot of damage. Like 2 hits should take them out, see? 2 hits clears them. So yeah, man, like I was kind of lucky, I guess, you know, like in a sense, you know. I know there's like wealthy kids out there that could get whatever game they wanted and anytime they wanted, but for me, like, you know, growing up, you know, like came from a another life right there, coming from a, you know, humble background, humble beginnings, you know, from poverty and all that. Like we had to literally start from the bottom, man. So you know, I still consider myself like very blessed and lucky to just have had the opportunity to you know, like even play these games. And one day, man, I'll tell you a very fond memory I have. One day my cousin came down, you know, he got rid of his Genesis, or I think his girlfriend's brother got rid of it, like ex Mega Drive, whatever, and he had all these games, man, and he gave it to my cousin, you know, and my cousin just took it, he accepted it, even though he didn't have the Mega Drive. So what does my cousin do, man? He comes down to my house one day, he gives me all those games, man. Like he gave me a stack of Mega Drive games, and like that was like one of the happiest days of my life as a kid. Like I remember I got full life regeneration. I remember I got, like, amongst those games, I got Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, I got NBA Jam, which was a really sick basketball game from the early 90s. I got Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, I think it was, or Sonic 1, one of the Sonics, I can't remember. One of the Sonic 2, I think I got it, my dad got it for me, man, for one of my birthdays or something. And yeah, man, that was another really fond memory of my life, like when I got Sonic 2. Anyway, enough of that, man. Let's concentrate on the game. Here, man, we've got another boss, man. This is the second boss of the game. And look, man, I'll show you guys the super move. I still haven't shown you guys the special, so I'll show you guys the special now. Check this out. Boom. For my homeboys, back me up. They show the rock. They throw the bazooka, the rocket launcher. Boom. Does a good deal of damage. Man, I'm getting my ass kicked. I've already lost a life, and I want to lose another one in this stage, man. Fuck. I lost it because of timeout. Shit, he got me. Concha su madre. Motherfucker. Man, look at this cunt. I can't get close to him. Ah, you punk ass motherfucker. Come here. Punk ass bitch. Man, I know there's like tactics to play this game. Like I've seen people play this, like they take no damage from the bosses and all that. I know there's like tricks, you know, to get them really good. Especially those two twin bitches, man, that come up later in this game. I think they come up in like stage 5 or something. Man, they're a bitch. They're a bitch to beat, man. I can't stand facing those two chicks. Probably the hardest boss in the whole game is those two chicks. Look at this, man. We're in the beach now. The waves hitting. Coming up to, you know, we're right on the shore, man. The waves, the water effects look pretty shit. I used to love this shit back in the day, man. This is one of the best soundtracks of the game too, I think. No, it's not this one. It's the next level, man. The next level, man. No, it's this level actually. It's this level. This is like my favorite soundtrack of the game, man. 100% is this level. Look at that. There's rain pouring down. On the beach, man. It looks like someplace. Looks like we're in Miami or something like that. Yeah, man. I can't believe I've lost 2 lives already, man. That means I'm gonna have to really concentrate now and try not to lose any more lives, man. Because, like I said, man, this game it's very hard, man. It's unforgiving with the lives it takes from you sometimes, man. Like some bosses deal heaps of damage, man. Yeah, man, I give it up, you know, shout out to my cousin Rod, man, Rodrigo, man, for giving me all those games, man, back in the early 90s, all those Sega Genesis games, man, and I had so much fun playing, Toy Story, man, there was another one was Toy Story on the Sega Genesis, bro, that was a mad game, like, I clocked hours on that shit, man. See that, how he just goes to reach for the knife, and then he swaps it with the pole again, it's like, fuck. It's in your way, you know, you can't hit these guys. That's why sometimes it's better to stay away from picking up weapons, man, if they're on the ground and you got a ton of enemies coming at you. I like the knife, man, you can just throw it from distance. Get rid of enemies, man. Look at these, what is this on the ground, man? Like soda cans or some shit rolling with the wind. Like all these little things was like, it was like, wow, like you just stay looking at it, like hypnotized, like, oh my god, look at that. The background, you know. Yeah. Oh shit, didn't get the fucking, I didn't need it, but, you know, the chicken. Still, man, for the points or whatever. I'm sure that, like, after a certain amount of points you get, see how there's that point system right at the top left hand corner of the screen there. There's like points, you know, like you get points for every kill you make, every item you pick up and whatnot. So I think after every amount of points you get a life, man. You get like an extra life. I'm not sure how many points though. Could be after every. I'm on 97,000 points. I think when it gets to 100,000, I'll get a 1-up. I got a 1-up in the second stage, so I think it's up to like every 50,000 points or something. I'm not sure, man. But you get 1-ups, man, like for getting points. See that, man? I went to pick up the knife and it just fucking played again. That shit went against me, man. Like, it gave them a free shot. So just gotta be careful with picking up weapons, guys, when playing this game. I think we're close to the boss now, man. The third boss. We'll be close. Look at this guy, man. He's like a punk. Typical shit you will see in 90s, like punk characters with like those fucking mohawks and mullets and shit. Yeah, there's a trick to beat this guy, man. Just keep fly kicking him. The wrestler, dude. Alright, let's pull the boys down. The boys. The cops, man. The 5-0. Should be enough to take him out. Yep. You're done for, mate. You're done for. That's it, man. Kicked his ass. Stage 3 clear. Alright guys, thanks for joining us, man. Join us next time for the next video, man, where we play round 4.